Hi guys, so I'm currently in the process of building a model railway in my workshop, and I was kind of looking at the controller, and this is the controller I've got. It's an old Hornby like train setty one. I've seen some reviews and apparently these are actually quite good kind of reliability wise and stuff, especially compared to some of the newer ones. And I've got 3 of these, but it's a bit boring, you know, there's nothing that exciting going on there. But another thing I happen to have is this Class 313 traction control turret, which is an original one from a 313. So I thought, can I combine the two? Can I have a train that is controlled with an actual train controller? So that's what I'm going to do in today's video. I've bought this, which is just a big empty box, but I thought something to sort of mount it all together. I've got these, which came from a 313 as well, just to kind of make the box look nice and fancy, etc. So yeah, that is the challenge today. So Lego Technic is going to be my friend here. I'm going to start by building a sort of Lego base, build that up to there, find some way of attaching this to a Lego rod, use some universal joins because this is actually at a bit of an angle, so using a universal joint there. Yes, build it up, find some way of attaching this to the underside of here. I might take out this big pin and just put a bit of Lego through there and sort of glue this all in there. And yeah, no, you attach it to the box as well. Basically try and make everything nice and secure. I've also got this, which is a clutch gear. So obviously once this has got a full amount of torque on it, it's going to be twisting this little bit of plastic quite strongly. You know, you'll be able to put quite a bit of force into that with very little effort. So I want some way of, I'm going to put stoppers in for the actual bit here, but also I think a clutch gear is a good idea as well. Okay, this is it so far. It's a very odd looking contraption, but hopefully it'll work. Might need a bit of tweaking. Right, so I've got this gluing here. This is attached to the directional switch, which then goes through here as an attached to this old drift to the Lego. So basically you can just pull this in and out to go the different directions. The directional thing has got a wheel and a tyre attached to it. I think the tyre theoretically could come off, but if it's happy there, then I might just leave it. And then we've got this to a universal joint, which will then go to this gearing system. So we've got here the clutch gear, and then it goes to another one to make sure that the controller actually goes this way, because that's the way you accelerate on a real one, and I wanted that to be the same here. And also I've made it so that the gear attached to the controller is actually bigger, so that you've got to go less distance. So sort of killed a few birds with one stone with one little device there. As for the turret itself, under here I've got Lego going through here, so basically it now has a connector for the rod which will come out of the top of there. Yeah, so I think it's going to be very much some trial and error, a bit of tweaking. Obviously need to drill some more holes. I've got some for the back there for the wires, one for the rod. Need to do a big old one on top, and then build something on top to actually keep the turret in place, because obviously it will move all over the place otherwise. Right, so this is an old drift, like I say, which is attached to the thing, but I'm having real trouble because it's such a tiny little nubbin of a switch. So I tried gluing it on a couple of times, but the glue just seems to just sort of pop off if you put any real pressure on it, just because it's so little like contact area. So I've come up with this contraption here. This pushes down on it, so it kind of holds it more in place, and this will push down when the lid is on. Yeah, that's basically the plan of that. It's going okay. We've got a kind of the system in place. The torque gear currently is acting a bit too sort of strongly. It's slipping before we're actually moving the controller some of the time, which is making quite a vague sort of interaction between it. So it's, I don't know whether to sort of to lubricate it a little bit and see what it does, or I don't know. I think this whole mechanism was a lot looser when this was one step taller, so there was just that little bit of extra play in it, but because of the height of the lid we just can't do that. So this is what we've got to work with, unfortunately. Okay, right, so going on, not really too much of a problem. Going back, it's, if anything, it's made it worse. So right, new suggestion. I'm going to get rid of the torque cog idea, because I think I was very happy with that as an idea, as a sort of built-in safety thing to stop anything being snapped, but it's clearly just too weak. You need very little torque for it to actually start slipping. So I'm going to just replace that with a regular gear, and then I'm just going to be very careful when I set up the turret to make sure that I've got hard sort of stoppers on the top that get stopped by, where are we, by the little red spiky bit. Indicator, that's probably a better word for it. So yeah, then I can like hard stop against them both ways, and that way we can prevent any damage being done. Right, for underneath, I've come up with this. So this size of gear fits incredibly well, really snugly in there. So I've stacked these up, and then this then becomes sort of pretty much flush with the bottom of there, just a tiny bit of leeway, which is perfect. Only problem is these have got a sort of shaft fixing, so I need to drill out the middle of this just enough so that a Lego shaft can rotate within it, and then that way this bit here can be glued to the lid of the box. We've got a nice place for the shaft to go through, and then this will just sort of sit on there like that. Obviously it'll be held down by this bit of the shaft, and then hopefully that'll sort of sit reasonably in place in theory. Okay, sorry I got a bit carried away, skipped out some of the steps there, but we're finished. There it is. I'm going to put it on the floor and give it a test drive. Okay, it's all together. Let's give it a test. Right. Will this work? Yes. Go really fast. Look at that. Okay, here we go. So yeah, it responds in accordance. Now I want to try the direction change. That works as well. Okay, wonderful. Look at this. And does it work pulling it back out again? That's fantastic. Wow. I built something that works. Do you know what? I was kind of expecting a few more teething troubles than that, but I guess we kind of ironed them out while we were actually making it. I'm really pleased that it just works nice and smoothly. Obviously it translates. I guess it's only as good as the Hornby controller it's connected to, but you know, it goes fast when you go fast, goes slow when you go slow, so that's good. The stoppers are working really well, so I just used, these were a couple of little sort of tiny door handles I found on one of the IKEA units I had that I didn't need anymore because I didn't want doors in it. So they look pretty good as well, I think. The drift is working really well for direction changes. I put a little yellow indicator on there just so you can see when it's in and when it's out. And yes, as you can see, I've put the plate on the front as well, just to kind of finish the look off. So yeah, overall, I can't really complain. I'm very happy with how it came out, how it looks, how it works. Those are the two things I was hoping for from this. So yes, very happy. And I've got a 313 00 model on order. So obviously when that comes, it can be one of only 3 313 still in existence that can be driven with a 313 traction control turret. That's something, I suppose. So thanks for watching, guys. As you can see, I still don't actually have a model railway set up yet, so there will be videos kind of detailing parts of that or specific interesting points, sort of progress videos. So yes, look out for those. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Cheerio.